Hi, my name is Ian Scott, and welcome back to Threadsville, where we simplify styling. It's 2026, and I think a New Year's resolution that we would all benefit from is investing in better quality clothing. Here are a few tips on how to spot poor quality clothing and how you might avoid it. The first tip is going to be looking for poor quality stitching and loose threads. So typically your more low quality clothing, your fast fashion, it's going to be mass produced, assembled really quickly, and there's going to be little tiny threads jutting out every which way throughout the garment. It will definitely impact the longevity of the garment itself and how it wears in, because the clothing just isn't constructed that well. It's not sewn together neatly nor tightly. So you really want to take your time to look at the stitching, look at the seams, flip it inside out, look weird and just save yourself the money. So really examine the way that the article is put together. Is the inside reinforced, or does it have these sagging loops of thread that just run crazy throughout the inside of it? So really take the time to look at that kind of stuff, because it will make a big difference and save you money in the long run. Another great tip as far as spotting poor quality clothing is going to be how the fabric wrinkles and just the fabric itself. A little anecdote, I worked at Banana Republic selling very, very well constructed clothing, and it was crazy just how much of a shift it was when I went from working at Banana Republic to Banana Republic Factory, and how much cheaper that fabric was. It was rough, it was thin, and ultimately just not the same. You're just gonna want to try on the garment, see how the fabric drapes. Does it wrinkle really easily? And if so, will it revert back to its natural shape? Because your higher quality fabrics will do that. If you scrunch it, it'll wrinkle, but then over time, it'll revert, for the most part, to its original shape. Get a feel for it and make sure that the fabric feels nice. Another less obvious detail, but one that you should absolutely take the time to examine, is the buttons. So if you're buying anything that has buttons on it, take a look at them, see what they're made out of, see how they feel. When you're putting them on, how easy is it to fix the button to the buttonhole? You definitely want to opt for, if it is metal, one that goes through the garment itself and is all one solid piece. Additionally, you want to make sure that that button is going to fit in the buttonhole flush and it's going to stay there. You don't want the button to be shifting too much or too loose. Sometimes there's too much thread, or it's not properly sewn into the button itself, and the button kind of shifts or pops off altogether. You just don't want that happening on any occasion. I think if you take these tips into the new year, you'll be doing yourself a lot of good when looking at different clothes to invest in. These are really great indicators as to what is well made and what is not so well made. So definitely consider that when you're out in the store and you're looking at that next shirt. Take the time to really make a smart investment, because you want to be buying stuff that'll last you a long, long time and wear in beautifully. So with that being said, I really thank you very much for watching, and always encourage you to like, share, and subscribe, and send this to a friend if you think they might get some value out of it. So with that being said, I will see you in the next one.